Hello, I'd like to show you some instructive examples of the first drafts of the holiday cards in this class. Now these aren't, these are good. They've all turned in good first drafts, but I think it's instructive to show how they can be improved. So this is Audrey's first draft of one of her cards, and the concept is good to show the ghost on the front, and then it's revealed to be like a harmless, cute little mouse. That's a good idea. Also, what's very good is the way she stylized the cover. I really love how a good illustration does not have to be complex. I think the cover's working very well, especially with the lettering, the way she stylized the lettering. Maybe the eyes and mouth could be a little less symmetrical, but she can address that later. Now, the thing that's, again, this concept, the idea is good, but the illustration of the mouse isn't working yet. The idea of a mouse peeking out from under a ghost sheet, costume is a good idea, so I want her to keep that. But it's just the way that the sheet is rendered right now. So I sent her a screenshot of this, what I worked up in Adobe Illustrator. Her original is on the left, and I just made a quick drawing of what I think would work better on the right here. And of course, there's no facial details on the mouse and all this other stuff, but the main point is I wanted to show that I split up the sheet into two pieces across two layers, and I'll zoom in on the layer here. So you can see there's the front of the sheet, there's the mouse, and the back of the sheet. So anyway, so I think this illustration on the right looks better. And again, she could put in some more details of the mouse or put a happier face on it or whatever. Okay, so the next one, what are we looking at next here? This is a good idea too, by Jasmine Hudson. Every moment without you makes my world incomplete, happy, sweetest day. And now the idea and the concept here is really good, and I like it. So one thing is that I advised her is to make the wording more direct, and this is for everybody. The wording should be like simple and direct until get the message across right away. So I thought a better wording was, see, I wrote it down here. When we're apart on the cover, and then it says, my world is not complete. So when we're apart, open it up, my world is not complete. I think that's a more direct thing. Now, as far as some compositional things, and again, I'm telling you this, I'm using these examples for everybody because, everybody kind of makes these same mistakes sometimes. Like on the cover, every moment illustration without you. I don't recommend breaking up the wording like that. Keep the type together. I mean, I'm sure there's always an exception to the rule, but what I would say is every moment, well, what did I rewrite it here? When we're apart, just have the words when we're apart in the two puzzle pieces on the cover. Don't break up the copy with the illustration. Don't break up the lines with an illustration. Okay, and then on the interior here, she's got this illustration on the left and the wording on the right. My recommendation is to move the illustration and wording all on the right. Leave this left side blank. Secondly, spend more time really rendering the Earth a lot more detailed, a lot more nice. For example, North and South America here are not connected. Maybe this ocean is a little bit too big, so get a good reference of the Earth. You can show any continent you want to. I don't care about that, but I mean, show it show the proportions realistically. I mean, of course it's going to be graphic, but put some more time and care into the illustration here. Second, and the last thing is the puzzle is this like portrait aspect thing. I would make the border of the puzzle square. Okay. And she sent me an email asking about graphic style and so on. I like this kept simple, in this missing puzzle piece. Possibly this, instead of black, this could be white. Okay. What I think looks kind of weird to me is we got this like rectangular puzzle with a circle in the middle of it. I think if the puzzle looked like a square, I think that would be a lot better. And this could be white now that I think about it. So anyway, that's again, the concept is good. She needs, and I just gave feedback on how this can be improved. And what do we got next? This is Matthew's card, and you did a really, really good job in illustrations. But then this dark sky is not working. A couple things I'll mention before I go into Photoshop and show you what I would do here. The brown areas in the moon are not working, and I think the moon is like a little bit too complex. I don't know where he acquired this quote, but he's being very honest, saying he got it from somewhere else. When the witches go riding and the black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. Then unknown. Well, I advise Matthew, for a student work, if this goes into your portfolio, yes, you would have to cite the source or where you got this. For this piece and for a student work that's you're not selling this thing, you're not monetizing it, you don't need this unknown here, okay? But it is good to tell me, your teacher, that you got this from the internet or somewhere. Again, when this goes into Matthew's portfolio, he's going to have a little notation that the copy was acquired from some source. He's at the site where he got that, okay? This ends in a quote, that there should be a quote mark here before tis, He got the apostrophe tis right. That's cool. I think the line spacing between the lines needs to be expanded. I think, in other words, leading. You have to increase the leading on both the front and the back. But let's address the issue of the color here. Let me go into Photoshop. And so let's just, instead of that dark, again, the illustrations are great. They're really, really good, but you can barely see them because of the dark sky. So let's try a gray sky. It's okay, it's not wonderful. This is more of I think this is working much, much better. Okay, it's like let me bring up the color picker so you can see what we got here. It's in the blue, almost crossing over into the magenta for that. So that's what I chose. And the brown areas in the moon. Just as a quick fix, I sampled this color here basically. But I think the illustration of the moon is just too complex anyway. I think this needs to be simplified, and you don't need the craters and stuff like that. So I think rethinking how this is drawn would be a good idea. But definitely this is an improvement over that. Okay, so again, just like I posted another video in the feedback of another student who had a really wonderfully illustrated card, but the background color was detracting from it. So let's see, what's our last one here? This is from Mr. Elvis Torres, And again, this is a good idea. So it starts out with this little kid in a scary situation. He's scared, but then you find out it's really a happy message, and the scary things he was afraid of are just, decorations. Well, I think this would be a lot more effective if it was simplified, because the idea is good. Like, oh, this is scary, this kid's in trouble, or he's under distress, but like, lo and behold, it's all in good fun, that kind of thing. I think that's the central message that has to be strengthened. Maybe the copy has to change, but I think what I recommended was, for the interior, just repeat the same kid in the same pose, but he's smiling and his eyes are happy. And you have the decorations. And you don't necessarily, I wouldn't put the door in here even. Okay, like, I know what you're trying to show, that these are decorations hanging off a house, but I think the clarifying the message is more important. Scary, distressed kid, then open it up. No, it's not scary at all. It's all in good fun. The kid's happy. So I think having the kid, I get what the student is trying to do here. I understand. But having the student, or having the character turning around pointing, you lose like a lot of emotional impact here. You really can't see what his reaction is. So anyway, good concept, but I think it needs work to clarify the message. So once again, all of these were good first submissions, and the purpose of this video was just to show you like how I look at these, how I evaluate these, and maybe some of this advice could apply to your submissions as well.